When it comes to choosing a place to live or visit in Michigan, you have a ton of options, and each has its own unique charm and character. Two such locales, Fenton and Birmingham, offer some distinctly different experiences. So let's dive into a comparison of what makes these two cities similar and where they differ, and see what makes each one special and unique. Hi, if you're new here and you're new to me, my name is Lorraine and I am with the Glover Agency in Metro Detroit. I work from the Fenton office and I love to make videos about Fenton, Grand Blanc, Clarkston, Davison, and everywhere else in mid-Michigan. So if you're into that kind of thing, be sure to hit like and subscribe because that helps us out more than you'll ever know. And hang around to the end because I've got a couple of other videos that you'll be able to watch about the specific other cities in this area. Now, starting out with Birmingham, let's hit the numbers on Birmingham. Birmingham has a population of around probably 21,000, although there will be a new count, so it's probably going to go up a bit. And it is located in Oakland County, Michigan, which is one of the most affluent counties in the entire United States, much less Michigan. And it's located right off of the Woodward Corridor. And that corridor at one time ran right through the downtown area. But they have since expanded it into a larger road and diverted it kind of around the downtown area. So now that's old Woodward that goes in there. Birmingham kind of exudes that urban sophistication and its prime location. It's renowned for its affluent neighborhoods, an upscale shopping district, which has over 300 stores in it, and fine dining options. Birmingham appeals to those who are seeking a more luxurious lifestyle within the reach of Detroit's cultural and economic hubs. So let's check out some pictures of the downtown area. It's very walkable, but it is also getting very large. Sidewalks, historic homes and buildings, tree-lined streets, and over the years, many famous people have called this place home. Artists, philanthropists, pro athletes. The downtown area kind of has a hustle and bustle of a small city, which it is. And there's a lot of pedestrian traffic and parking is pretty scarce and it's often parallel. So if you're not a great parallel parker, head on over to one of the garages. Most of the time you will pay for parking in either the garages or the streets, but I can't remember which days now they don't do it. Maybe it's Sunday or Saturday. There's many corporations and businesses that have their offices located in downtown area. Birmingham provides residents with access to top-rated schools, both public and private, all within a very short distance of the downtown area, and a plethora of leisure options. You're just 19 miles away from Detroit, and that's like a 27-minute drive, so whatever Birmingham doesn't have, you can get in Detroit, right? They have tons of fitness options, just about every time of class that you can imagine, and some I've never heard of, golf courses. And for those who really love the arts, there's cultural institutions like the Cranbrook Museum, Cranbrook Gardens, the Birmingham Museum. So there's no shortage of ways to spend an afternoon in Birmingham. And when it comes to real estate and the cost of living, average home price in Birmingham is about $725K. Now that's pretty high. That is nearly triple the average home in the rest of Michigan. And it's about 1.5 times higher than the average cost of a home in neighboring Troy, which is right next door. But you know, Birmingham has a mixture of historic homes as well as newer homes. Often older homes are torn down to build newer homes with more modern amenities, with high-end homes and luxury condominiums dominating the landscape and the steep property prices. Residents also enjoy a high quality of life and access to premium amenities, making it a desirable destination for those who are willing to invest in the luxury of living in Birmingham. Many beautiful parks all through Birmingham. Shane Park is right in the middle of town, and it has a fountain and really like the perfect little, it's kind of the quintessential urban community. Now, Fenton is located in Genesee County, conveniently placed between US 23 and I-75. And this is really kind of a great location because you have great access to cities on either the east or the west side of Detroit. It also offers great proximity to Flint, Ann Arbor, as well as Auburn Hills and Detroit, which is only about an hour drive. Access to both urban centers and natural landscapes like Lake Fenton and Silver Lake is what makes it an attractive destination for outdoors enthusiasts. Fenton's population is between 11 and 12,000, so it's about half the size of Birmingham. And Fenton exudes a real small town charm. And I partially think this is because the larger national big box stores are all located about a mile or so outside of town, and it's helped to maintain the downtown area, keeping its kind of quaint look. It has antique shops and restaurants and little, shops that feature French items and a bakery. Now, if you want a home in downtown Fenton, it's probably going to run you an average of $240, but I would say in Fenton, because they're averaging that, it's probably in most cases going to run you around $3. And the average in Fenton Township is $365. So I would say it's probably going to be closer to $4. But really, don't come running up to Fenton thinking that you're going to get a house on one of the lakes for $365 or even maybe $400,000. I mean, the smallest homes on the lake, and depending on a lot of factors, are between $500,000 and $600,000. If you get a regular sized home, something around 2,000 or 2,300 square feet, you're probably going to be paying over $1 million depending on your lot. And of course, there's many homes on the lake that are worth several $1 million. And this is all determined by which lake they're on, how much frontage, what's the view, what's the square footage, etc. But when you're strolling through downtown Fenton, you're going to see a lot of historic homes. Many of them have been recently refurbished, and more are being done every day. You're going to see beautiful parks and art installations all through the cities, similar to Birmingham. It's pretty walkable like Birmingham. I'd say the whole town or the downtown area is pretty well encompassed within about a mile, but I can't be sure, so don't take my word for it. And when it comes to community and lifestyle, Fenton's known for its warmth and hospitality. Fenton fosters a strong sense of community in the city's historic downtown. Events such as the Fenton Art Walk, Fenton Freedom Festival, and Taste of Fenton reinforce the town's vibrant spirit to fostering a close-knit community. You'll find amazing restaurants in a walkable downtown and many activities: kayaking, mountain biking. Fenton is literally surrounded by parks. But one huge difference between Fenton and Birmingham, of course, is water. We have 10 lakes inside of Fenton. It's just literally surrounded by lakes. In fact, you can hardly go anywhere without falling into one. The lake life is truly prevalent here during the summer months. You will have just as many people out partying on the sandbar, and if you don't know what that is, we'll talk about it later. The Fenton Public Schools are top rated, so you do not have to worry about children not receiving a quality education. And unless it's the 4th of July on a crowded sandbar, we really don't have too much traffic in Fenton, and we kind of like it that way. People in Fenton sip their cocktails on docks, they sip them on their decks, and on their pontoon boats. But once the sun sets, most people either head in to find some dinner or maybe more cocktails, depending on what they prefer. Fenton has an overall more casual feel to it of the lake life. No, this doesn't mean that they can't be sophisticated. Of course they can be sophisticated and upscale. We just don't want to be. It just isn't really the normal thing around here. Fenton and Birmingham have distinct yet equally appealing lifestyles. And this is mainly because taste and preferences, whether you're drawn to Fenton's small town charm or the urban sophistication of Birmingham. Both cities have something unique to offer, residents and visitors alike. Ultimately, the choice between Fenton and Birmingham comes down to individual priorities and lifestyle preferences. And really, there is not any comparison between Birmingham and Fenton. They're two completely different communities. And I knew that when I started this. However, you don't have to choose. That's the great part. That's the secret part to this video. You do not have to choose because Fenton and Birmingham are only about 40 miles maybe apart or less. So it's very easy to pop on down and enjoy the urban, sophistication of Birmingham. Go shopping for an afternoon, have dinner, maybe watch a movie or take in a play or something, or the symphony. Or you can come up to Fenton for the day if you're from Birmingham and enjoy the lake and have dinner and walk around the quaint little downtown and check out some antiques and all that type of thing. So either way you slice it, they're both really great communities. A lot of it's going to depend on your pocketbook. As you know, there's a huge difference between the price between Birmingham and Fenton. But it's just a little town a lot of people don't know about in Michigan. So thanks for tuning in today. And if you would like to sign up on my Calendly, and you can get a 15-minute appointment with me, there is a link below. And check out this next video.